ain't gifted. Master P, my masterpiece. That mean I don't got no limits. Bout it, I doubt it. My homies know you ain't ratted. We break you down like a pound. I got it, don't pound to surround me. I'm corrupted. Flow cold and it's rugged, bumpy. What is up? I'm ready for war. You got to love it like blah, yeah. And it feel like, yeah. All day like, yeah. All night like, yeah. Whole squad like, what? And it feel like, yeah. All day like, yeah. All night like, what? Whole squad like, yeah. And it feel like, yeah. All day like, yeah. All night like, yeah. Whole squad like, yeah. And it feel like, yeah. All day like, yeah. All night like, yeah. You don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. No, I said you don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want.
Coach, thanks. EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to a sold-out and absolutely rocking Mercedes-Benz Superdome in downtown New Orleans. Coming up, an important divisional round matchup in the NFC between the Minnesota Vikings and the New Orleans Saints. The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Ready. Number 80. 54. Watch the curl. Watch the curl. Check the backer. Check the backer. Kill.
Throwing on first down is Breeze. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. They were trying to liven up this playoff game very early on. Pretty deep throw, but good coverage.
I think they were counting on the defenders being a little tight, a little over-anxious early, and trying to catch them flat-footed and get a big play.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Ready.
And this opening drive not going to plan. This is now 3rd and 13. Breeze now. And he finds Cook. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 23 yards, the final tally.
Guys, game situation. Let's go.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
36.
Fournette, a first down carry. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 15-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. To throw, Cousins. Open here, Adam Thielen. 4 catches for him in the wild card win a week ago, and he's got his first here, and it's a first down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Cousins on first down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave them with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Setting up the screen for Cook. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, Britton Colquitt on to punt. Back deep, the former All-Pro Tyler Lockett. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Throwing now is Breeze. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A 13-yard touchdown run as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And all the pressure that goes on in these playoffs, but the first score here in the divisional round always very key.
Partner, this team handled it like it was a regular season game, that they were confident in what they were doing, came right out and established themselves early.
Extra point up and good by Bailey. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. Able to slither by. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
Let's go. At their own 24-yard line.
Ready.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
Opposite. Hey, high 7.
From the gun, it's Breeze. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 12 yards there, good for a Saints 1st down.
Ready. Young lady. Right 54. Coming. Here we go. Go now.
Breeze now on 1st down. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
And that'll be incomplete. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it. When you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Break it down. Whoa. Hey, Charlie. 40 wants the mic. Check.
Now a play fake. Breeze. And the pressure gets to Breeze as he's taken down. Everson Griffin in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out, and he is going to need to bomb this one. After 7-0 on EA Sports. This is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And that right there is something we've seen, 15 times in NFL history. That will officially go down as a 60-yard field goal.
And everything has to be absolutely perfect for this to have any chance. He's got to get it out low and really drive through it. And I tell you, that was one heck of a kick. One heck of a decision on the sideline to even try it as well.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Watch tight end right.
To throw is Cousins. And that is incomplete here. He was looking for Adam Thielen there. And now it's 3rd down.
Basically, you're not going to outwork 2 guys very often.
Double coverage. I thought he was going to go somewhere else with the football. I get it. That's a stud wide receiver. You want to try to get him the football.
Yeah, sometimes you rely on him a bit too much. You forget the other options that are out there.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Here's Cousins. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for fourth down.
They dialed up the screen pass on third down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a first down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. Gets around him. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Fournette running right. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
Let's go. 10-2 start.
I don't even know why this team showed up.
Check 43. Recon, 132 fighter.
On third down, Fournette. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a fourth down.
But this was just simply excellent defense. On this third down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
And now the up man has it. It's a fake. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. A big breakdown defensively there on the fake punt. Turns into a huge play and a first down. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. Now Leonard Fournette. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Kill. X3, 218, chop. 11.
Second and 5 now. Breeze, complete. The tight end, Kelsey. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A first opportunity upcoming in the red zone for the Saints. They've got a first and 10 at the 17. Breeze now to throw. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
That's caught. It's Thomas. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
As the field starts to get condensed, the defense likes that a lot because now you don't have as much space to cover, but a well-run corner route there.
Again, they'll throw with Breeze. And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line.
That I'm struggling to understand a little bit. That close to the goal line, first down, run the football. If you want to throw it, throw some play action on second down.
They'll try the right side here with Fournette. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
Stop short of the goal line. A gain of 3 yards. It's now third and goal.
Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Saints have taken the lead. Well, let's not forget that was all set up by the fourth down conversion earlier in the drive.
Would have been a complete letdown if the drive doesn't culminate this way, wouldn't it? If you're going to go for it on fourth down, your intention is to make sure you get a touchdown out of the drive, and that's exactly what they did. Converted, and then converted a second time for 6 points.
And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive they went 3-and-out.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw them there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A big 30-yard play on 3rd. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. They'll run on first down. Cook. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Cousins to throw it. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down. Following a good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. Bailey's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC Divisional Round matchup. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports Halftime Report. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up.
brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Cousins gives way to Cook. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Cousins from the gun on third. It's caught by Treadwell. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Check 31, check 382, left 50.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 36-yard line.
Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that.
On 2nd and 12, Cousins. It's complete to Diggs. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's a gain of 35.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
Check, crunch, crunch, crunch. Gun. 31.
They run again on first down. Cook. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
At the Saints' 9-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Check 25. Check 25.
On 2nd down, this is Madison. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. And it's still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
Check hot, hot, hot. Check 24, check 24. Monkey 50. March in. Shift, shift.
Now Cousins. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. When in doubt, do it yourself as he keeps it for 3 and a first down.
At the 2-yard line.
Just like that. Just like that. A little flare, a little flare, flare, flare. Wall, get wall. Hey, check 24.
They'll run for it with Cook. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Kill.
They try again with Cook. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Dalvin Cook, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Barely got the extra point, and that makes it a 17-10 score.
Saints 10.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Tyler Lockett, 73 yards, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Lutz with the extra point, and that will level the playing field at 17 all. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And these two teams have traded touchdowns so far with their first possessions here in the third quarter, so we're right back to where we started at intermission.
Yeah, how about that? Tied at the half.
Looking for his tight end Rudolph, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
95-56. Still killed.
At the 42-yard line.
Mike's by 4. Mike's
Smoke.
by 4. Hey, we got to get this stop here, D. Hey, watch that.
So after the INT, it's Breeze. Escaping the pressure right. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Fournette. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
They'll run it again with Fournette. And he'll take this one down to the 36. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarter.
And the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. They're not going to get it. They try to move the chains with a surprise, but it's a turnover on downs. Well, that was a long attempt to begin with, so the fake you might have known was somewhat of a possibility. Credit to the defense, though. They weren't fooled.
You're right, they weren't fooled. And they were in a position of having to play it both ways. Guard for the fake, but you still want to rush the kicker because it was a makeable kick. So they ended up getting the best out of the whole thing. Stuffed the fake, and they take over the ball.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now Cook running right. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down.
Hey, no, easy. Hey, Wood.
Now Cousins on 4th down. And he's got Kyle Rudolph. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. Cousins now perfect since the second half started, 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
Rush it. Bring up 48. Hey, King.
They go play action. Cousins. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Cameron Jordan just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Throwing is Cousins. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Cousins now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. He'll get 15 and a Vikings 1st down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Now a run with Cook. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Cousins. And that'll be caught by Diggs for a Minnesota touchdown. Stephon Diggs there to make the grab. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break.
Ready?
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
36.
54 much.
Hey, Team 6. 54.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone. Mike 54.
Hey, kill.
Mike 5.
On 1st down, Breeze. And this one brought in by Sanu. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Check.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Breeze. And his throw is incomplete. He was looking for Mohamed Sanu there. And it's 3rd and short. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. Space to maneuver at the 40. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. This is Fournette. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. 7 yards there and a first down. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. First down, and he gets out of bounds.
They have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
Now a throw for the All-Pro Kelsey is complete. The Saints passing game in sync and moving the football. It's a first down. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. They go back to the ground now with Fournette. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Jared Cook, the tight end, was the target. But now it'll be 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it. But it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the...
a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Here's a run on 1st down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard. 2nd and 11. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They run it again with Cook. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. Cousins to throw. And that will be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Amendola set to return it. 12 yards on the return that time. And that will come the offense as they take over. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
Good.
Now this time, Breeze will throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. Well, Charles, he's thrown 5 picks in a game before, and right now, after that one, he's standing on number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offense coordinator, can you do anything to slow this down? Because my guys have to keep running back out on the field. So play calling may come into it a little bit, maybe run the ball a little bit more. But a lot of it depends on the scoreboard. They may have to keep throwing it.
On first down, it's Cook. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here.
It's a loss of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
They go down to a knee, and with that, they're off to the NFC title game.